Today we're going to be doing a email breakdown. This is an email from New Market Health, and the subject line reads, calcium warning. I like how they use warning in the big letters. That'll help it stick out in the inbox. And this is kind of a deceptively simple subject line, but it is doing a great job of calling out their intended readers, because it hits a very common pain point that they're going to address with their product later, and that's weak bones for people who are older, especially women. This is a common problem in the market. Any woman over 35 has already started to hear from their doctors how they need to take calcium supplements, and by the time you're in your 40s, that's just kind of a yearly physical check-in. Hey, are you taking your calcium? Also, as you age, you either have broken a bone or know someone has broken a bone, and it can be very damaging to your health. It's something that many people never recover from. So if you have any concern over your bones at all, this subject line is going to definitely grab your attention. Come on down. We see that we've got the banner headline here with the doctor to remind you who it's from. These guys mail a lot of people. They're on big mailing lists, so it probably doesn't hurt. At least it's a small banner headline. I don't like them in general because it makes it less personal feeling. Right off the bat, they've called me out again. They're looking for readers who are over the age 45, and most likely their entire mailing list, the list they're buying, are filled with that demographic. And then they go on to say, please read this important message about calcium. They waste no time in calling that out. They're trying to get that first click. And if you've got a reader that is super concerned about calcium, or their bones, then that very well may grab a good chunk of the audience that is reading right now. Get those hot buyers that are ready to go find this information out. And I wrote down that this is a deceptively powerful pitch because, again, all those things I just said, it's very powerful because it is a huge pain point in this market. Now, the interesting thing about this next sentence is they're kind of giving away the answer here. But I'm going to tell you why it works. A lot of times in health copy especially, you don't want to give away the answer. You just want to get enough curiosity to get them to click through to the sales page. But the interesting thing about this is they're giving you a fact that maybe you didn't know, and they're not telling you how to fix it. They're giving you this aha moment like, oh no, I've had this doctor telling me to take all this calcium, but what's it? They've never even mentioned it doing something to my arteries, right? So in this situation, you can say, here's the answer to the calcium warning, but you're not telling them how to fix it. In the next two sentences, they kind of pile on that pain. It's a little negative future pace. What's going to happen if I don't find out this important information? You know, the calcium keeps getting into my arteries, the arteries keep getting more narrow, or I stop taking the calcium, and now my bones are more fragile, right? So that's what makes this next sentence particularly powerful. So here's the challenge. They're admitting to that right here. You can't just get rid of the calcium because you need it for strong bones. I'm kind of calling this the solution trap because you've set up the scenario where there's only two options and neither of them are good, and they're very logical and they make sense. I can either keep taking this calcium, keep my bones strong, and my arteries get more narrow, or I could stop taking the calcium, save my arteries, and then fall and potentially having a life-altering accident. Now they're going to throw you that life preserver. They're going to give you hope. The good news is there's an easy way to make sure calcium goes to your bones and stays out of your arteries, right? They have this answer, and all you have to do is take this one thing. Got the call to action, or they've got the hyperlink there, the call to action in the next line, and that solution trap where they have both felt the emotions of the situation followed by this logic that they buy into makes this a very effective email. One thing that I would suggest is here in this line, all you have to do is take this one thing. You're suggesting that I have to take something, maybe it's a supplement, and that might just give me more objections. I don't think it's necessary. I think that they could just go click here to get all the details, and it would be just as an effective message with less chance for the reader to come up with objections. Anyway, that's it for this week. If you would like help with your emails, let me know at funnelcopyexperts.com. Thanks.